Boom, boom. Another classic. Another classic. Here we are, everybody, to discuss the classics. Aloo pies, delicious, crispy outside, warm, pillowy, mashed potatoes inside, a bit of a curry tinge. Delightful, very easy. It all goes into a bowl. We start with the water, with the sugar for sweetness, and I'll also bring out a little bit of color in the dough when the dough is cooking. Okay? Don't shy away from that. Salt, flour, boom. I'm going backwards. I do wet first. Why? Because I'm not scared. Yeast. And now we're going to mix. Same thing. We're going in with our hands. Dun, 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 dun. What we're looking for is a very smooth, not too wet dough. Right? So what I like to do is I just treat my hands like a mixer. Stuff comes off the sides. We go onto the board. And we need. I want it smooth like silk. Might need a little bit more flour. There we go. Knead and knead and knead. This is good arm exercise. I mean, I don't need it, obviously, because I'm bursting through this very male shirt, this designer male shirt. I'm so jacked. But if you were trying to get in shape, and who isn't, you could need some dough. Definitely a very male, very designer shirt. All right, so we're gonna grease this baby up. We're gonna leave it in a bowl till it doubles in size, all right? So what do I mean? Bowl. Boop. That's all we need. A little bit of grease. We go round and round and round. Make sure this guy is well coated. Boom. We probably get 4 or 5 pies from this. Again, this is a romantic portion that I'm doing here. I will come back when this is double in size. Okay, now, if my blouse is correct, it's telling me we need something to place inside of those delicious aloo pies. So, we're gonna do some very simple pepper shrimp, all right? And all it is shrimps mixed with kind of equal parts garlic and ginger, and then as much pepper as you can handle, okay? And that's the bottom line. So, we're gonna trim this up, throw it in there, blend it up, and then we're off to the races. Okay, so I cut off all of the kind of the naughty bits, if you will. And then I don't actually peel it. I wash it, I make sure it's clean, which it has already been washed by my very capable, very handy production assistant. So, what I do is cut along the fibers just to make sure it doesn't get too fibrous. Okay, very, very easy days. We want easy recipes because we are lazy people. Okay, about the same amount of garlic, give or take. Again, exact measurements, we don't roll with that. And then hot stuff, I'm just gonna take off the twigs. I have a lot of these Scotch bonnets left over because I had to buy kilograms of it in order to get it. And then so I just dried it, and so there I am. I have them dried. Boom. We do need a little lubricante, so I'm gonna use a lime. Excuse me. Tea break. Our tea is getting cold fast, buddy. Weather changing. All right. Once I push on these plump limes, they're softer, they're more supple, they're more willing to squirt when I need them to. Don't be scared of the lime. Again, how much? I just use 1 lime. If you have more, you use 2. You like lime, you use 3. Whatever. Okay? Boom. Okay, now, this is gonna be chunky town, all right? Woo! Look at that, chunky, 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 all right? So, we're gonna take this, add it to our prawns. How much prawns I have? Like half a bag. Okay, chunky. Get all this stuff out of here. All right, look at that. See the ratio? Again, plenty seasoning. Lots of seasoning. Seasoning is your friend. And you might say, whoa, hey man, there's enormous pieces of stuff in there. Who cares, guys? Who cares? Big chunk of ginger. Uh-oh, what are you gonna do? Just gonna leave it in there. It's gonna fry up real nice. Or, want a little treat? I'm not getting sick tonight. That's for you. I usually like to leave the skin on the head and all that kind of stuff, but because these are going on top, oh God, trim down. Because these are going inside of a pie, we don't want to be cutting off shells and all that kind of crap. Salt, best pan, boom. And now we're gonna get this hot. And this is gonna cook so quickly. Pan's heating up. Put some oil in there, just enough to coat the bottom. How do we know if it's hot? Well, let's check. It's frying, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not going. It's going, but it's not going. So you're just gonna have patience. All right, the oil is very hot. We're gonna go in. Be careful, push it away from you, and it's gonna cook very fast, and it may create what you would call a pepper spray situation in your house. So be very careful. Be very careful. Ha! There we go. See how it's going? The shrimp are turning. Barely any time has passed. So just kind of keep moving it around. Keep moving it. Keep moving it. Look at all these big pieces of ginger, big pieces of garlic. Nothing's wrong with that. Okay, so that's cooked. And the next couple of minutes that they sit in the bowl, they're gonna cook even more. All right. Bon appetit. Hot, garlicky. Couple of big pieces of ginger in there. No big deal. Load it up. Time for what we call chow, but you might call it salsa, which is one way to stop. Falfa. 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 Okay. I'm good to go. Oh, first thing you do is you rip the head off. You didn't know you could do that, you twist it off. So that's how I like to do it. I rip the head off, I cut the top off, I cut the bottom off. So I kind of have a, oh God, well, we didn't do our best with that one, but we're trying. Everybody's trying their best. So I'm only gonna use a half. So I'm just gonna clean off half of this piece. And you the next wedge leads the knife along. You just take little pieces as you go. Okay, so that's probably enough for me. So I also like to take out that hard piece in the middle. So I just slice it out. I just slice it out. I guess, what's the difference between a salsa and a chow? I don't know. Maybe salsa has more going on. Maybe it's a bit more refined. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to get a nice dice on this. A nice dice, as they say where I'm from. A nice dice. Everybody is wondering where I'm from because I throw in goddamn Dublin slang sometimes. Why is he doing that? Why is he trying to confuse us? It's bad enough. He comes from the Caribbean. All right. I'm not a professional chef. I never claimed to be. Well, that's not true. I've claimed many times that I'm a professional chef. But all I'm trying to say is pineapple. Now, this pineapple is a bit on the young side. Mango is hard to get. I would have liked to have used a mango, but I could not. Couldn't use a mango. Because I couldn't find them. That's not true. I could find them, but the ones I found they were pretty much, that was it. You know what I mean? They had lived their life, and that was it. And I love mangoes. I nearly lost my life for mango. I was just a young boy, maybe 10 years old, 9, 10 years old, walking around the neighborhood in Trinidad, looking for a mango. I was bored. I saw my neighbor's tree. Ripe mangoes hanging, just glistening in the sunlight, glistening. I said, oh God, I wonder if you would mind if I just take a couple. I didn't actually think that. All I thought was, I'm going to take those mangoes. So I tied my shirt around my face because that's what we did when we were robbing people's fruits. And I went up there, climbed the tree, mangoes. I got a couple of green ones, couple of almost right, and then I saw one just up in the middle of the tree. The light just dangling off it real nice. I said, boy, I get that mango. I get that mango. And I was up in the tree and I was about to grab the mango. I was gonna bite it straight off of the vine, just like that dumb lady that everybody makes fun of on the internet. You know, she's biting the fruit, whatever it is, the tangerine straight out the tree. I wasn't gonna do that, but all of a sudden I hear, who in my house I go shoot ya? I said, well, that's interesting. So I kind of knew the neighbor, but he didn't see me. All he saw was some fella. It's kind of sunset. He couldn't make out what was going on. Climbing the tree. I came down, still have the t-shirt wrapped around my head. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean all I wanted was a mango. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Well, as you could tell, he did not shoot me, but I was scared. But that is the lengths I go through for fruit when I was younger. All right, so I have some pineapple in there, some of the regular, what I call the kind of regular everyday chili. Not very hot, tiny bit of heat. And I'm using some cilantro, right? And if you don't like cilantro, I don't know what to tell you. Use something else. But stop telling me about how it tastes like soap and all that kind of stuff. We as people just can't care about those kind of things. All right? So we're going. I try to get as fine as I can. I'm gonna go as fine as I can. Oh boy. See, this is when you rush. You're trying to look cool for the cameras and you rush. And it looks like crap and you cut yourself. Chop, chop, chop. Okay. I use these stems always. Okay. Boom, boom, ba-dam, bam, boom. Okay, I'm just gonna slice off the sides so I don't deal up any seeds. Bit of lime. All right. Boom, bam, boom. Here we go. A little mix. Not really pineapple chow, more pineapple salsa, but delicious nonetheless. Look at that. Delish. 3 ingredients, 4 ingredients. What more do you want? Also, what we're going to put on is a very lovely sauce called tamarind sauce. Very easy. Now, you can't get the package of hard tamarind with the seeds and use that, blend it up with hot water. You can't do that. Nothing's wrong with that. But I'm going to use concentrate tamarind because that's easier. Okay? So some of that's going to be there. And this is really, tamarind all over the world is very different. So this is really taste, go, right? It's 4 ingredients. Obviously, always salt, tamarind, brown sugar, and then we also have amchar masala, which is all your regular spices that go into like a curry, but before you grind them, you roast them, get them dark, dark, dark. Your kitchen will smell like napalm death, but When you're done, you grind them up, you get this lovely flavorful powder. So that's it. Brown sugar, salt, magic dust, and tamarind. But it really is a taste and see situation, okay? So we're gonna add some of that. You need a lot of sugar. It has to be sweet, and tamarind is very bitter. And how I'm gonna bring this together is I'm gonna use hot water. Simple things. That's nice and thick. Okay, let's try it. Yep, and hit it with that sugar. Now you might be alarmed by the amount of sugar that's going in here, but I do not know what is more bitter than tamarind, fruit-wise. All right, we go again. Mix and mix and mix and mix and mix. Okay, we go again. Okay, delish. There we go. Final condiment for our Aloo pies. Now, since we have spoken last, I made a big ball, right? Remember, I made a big ball, and then so I broke that up into 4 smaller balls, and then rounded them, covered them in oil, and let them rise. So you can see they're very soft now. They've plumped up quite a bit, and now I'm gonna fill them with potato. So this is very simple curry potato. There's nothing crazy there. Bitter curry powder in the water as you are boiling it. You can boil it regularly and add it after too. Just always add less than you think you need, because sometimes it could be a bit bitter. It's time, the time has come. So we're gonna fry in this oil. Be very careful when frying, obviously. Fill the oil to 1/3 of the depth of the pan, especially if you're shallow frying. Do not F around. Now these will not really dunk, like chicken, and they won't have as much displacement, but still, do not play around with hot oil. Just don't do it, kids. What happens next is we're gonna roll this out, stuff it with this, seal it up, fry it, fill it, and then enjoy our lives. And now we are going to set one of these bad boys up. So try not to mess it up too much. Try and get a nice circular moon. A nice circle. And don't worry about all these dimples. Just try and make it as even as possible, okay? Even, all right? We're just gonna use a tiny bit. We don't need a lot of potato here, right? Tiny bit. And then we fold it up. Pinch the edge, pinch the edge, pinch the edge. Okay? And then I like to just give it a little flatten, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Alright? I'm gonna go in the oil. Now, is the oil hot? Oh, it's hot. Alright. Let's go down. This oil is, oh boy. Oh boy. Well, it's stuck on max. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Everybody relax. So we're going into the oil. Now, make sure it's sealed up. Okay, sealed, most important part. All right, bit of extra flour, get that off, get it off. All right, and we're gonna go nice and easy into the oil. All right, and we do a little basting. We do a little basting. We do a little basting. Don't get crazy, right? Because as I told you, this stuff is hot and dangerous. Like your mother. No, that wasn't nice, and I didn't mean to say it. I take it back. I take it back. So it's already kind of floating around there. It's a little, the oil is a little shallow, but we're looking good. So we're gonna give it a couple of minutes. We're gonna flip it onto the other side. A little bit in there. That's all you need. Close him up. Seal him up. Seal him up. Seal him up. All right. Okay, let's see how this guy is doing. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that, please. This is what you want. Hear that nice crispy thing? It's kind of floating now. Now the oil isn't, it's not, this thing is, oh boy. She's shutting down on us. Okay, here we go. All right, degrease, and then flip. Oh my, look at that thing. Now, I don't say this, but people say, you know what I mean? It should look a certain way, and that's how you know it's done. And that's not me. I don't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just see people say it should have a certain shape. And so that's it. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. Now we have to let that cool, because if we touch that right now, we will die. So we're just gonna keep going here. I'm gonna keep making these beautiful pockets of joy. It's important to understand that you know when you have hit the shit. Now I'm in the shit now because I didn't seal this one. And you could see all these bubbles frantically trying to escape there. That's all of the steam coming off of the mashed potatoes. So that means I did not seal them properly, which is unfortunate. But here we are. Here we are. Sometimes you just have to go with it. Sometimes this is just what life gives you. All right, this is what we want. Big, puffy, golden brown, delicious. Now, the reason it's so puffy is because when I was filling it, I didn't manhandle it. You just have to be very nice and tender with it, okay? Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Gaping pies. No. Thick pies, protruding, lovingly. It's a romantic thing. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna eat one of these bad boys. Pillowy on the inside, lovely mash. It's happening. Now, what are we gonna do? I put some of these prawns in there. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I'm looking forward to this. We're gonna stuff it because we're greedy. Pineapple. Oh my God. And then to finish it off, some of our delicious, delicious tamarind. All right, going in. Oh God, it's juicy. Sweet, hot, sour, fruity. Outstanding. Outstanding. Classics are classics for a reason. And that's a classic. Mashed potato, you get a little hit of the curry mash in there. Carbs, stuffed with carbs. Stuffed with lava hot shrimp. Just make the recipes. Just help yourself make the recipes. Help yourself make the things and make your life better. Just make your life better.